Hi guys, how's it going? Hopefully I don't drop the computer here. Just trying to get the angle right. Anyway, hi, how's everybody doing? It's going to be a general reading for Cancer for June 15th through June 30th. And we are going to say happy early birthday to you, Cancer. Since even though I'm filming this way before the 15th, just wanted to say that because some of you may not see this until later. So happy early birthday whenever your birthday is, Cancer. And for other people too, you don't have to be a sun sign Cancer to resonate with this video. You can always feel free to check out. I always encourage everyone to get a free birth chart online and find out their other placements. So the video can still resonate for you possibly, whether you have Cancer as Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or wherever it is, North Node, Cancer, wherever it is in your chart, okay? So always keep that in mind. And also whenever you see this message, it is meant for you. It's timeless. So since time is relative, and can move back and forth, right? If you believe in time travel and all that stuff, or even if you don't, this reading can resonate for you like 6 months in the past or 6 months in the future, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days, whatever. It can be 8 months, it can be 9 months, 9 weeks, 9 days, whatever. Okay, so always keep that in mind as well too. What else was I going to say? Yes, so before we get into your reading, because I pulled all your cards here and even some oracle cards at the end that we'll get into if you're still here or hanging out for that. But I wanted to start doing the quick rundown of a few like astrological transits that are going to be happening for this time for everybody during this time. So I'll probably be doing them in each video coming out, and then it's also all the info is in the description box below. There's a really good website there listed that shows you astrology stuff for like the whole year, even if you want to look like way in the future or something, or in the past, okay? So for your transits during this time, the first one that we have, since this reading is from the 15th to the 30th, is June 17th. Is the first quarter moon, right? So that means the moon is still building to the full moon, right? So the full moon isn't until June 24th, and it'll be a full moon in Capricorn sign. All right. And then, of course, Cancer, as you already know, on June 20th, the sun enters Cancer, okay? But also on June 20th, we're going to have a Jupiter retrograde, okay? So that's when it starts to go backwards. But we've already, maybe for some people, depending on how intuitive you are and pick up on things, started like the shadow period of that retrograde already happening. Okay, so what does Jupiter rule? Jupiter rules travel, wealth, education, religion, law. It rules Sagittarius, okay? And so it also represents freedom and exploration. So when it's going in reverse, it could be saying, for some of you, not everybody, it always depends on the situation, that some of these things might not go as smoothly. It doesn't mean that something's going to go wrong or be horrible, but there might be like a redo of something, or almost just like Mercury retrograde that we're still into until June 22nd. That's the next thing I was going to talk about. But also the same thing when Jupiter goes into retrograde. So if it's not affecting or making things go as smoothly for you regarding travel, wealth, education, religion, law, it could be there's something in those topics that you need to look at again that weren't, done properly, or it needs another look or something like that, okay? So just keep that in mind. And then back to Mercury goes into direct on June 22nd. Okay, so I was saying in one of the previous reading I did yesterday, where basically anytime a planet goes forward or backwards, it can take a couple of days, it can take a couple of weeks, and some people think even months, right, to have that energy completely change again, to slowly wear off or wear on, right? So with Mercury going direct on June 22nd, this can also be, you might not feel that Mercury is all the way direct until maybe the end of June or the first week or two of July. It really depends, okay? But I won't stay on that topic. We'll keep going real quick before we get into your reading. And then June 24th, Saturn sextiles Chiron. So Saturn rules responsibilities, getting serious about something. It depends on where Saturn falls in your chart as well, how it will affect you. But when Saturn sextiles Chiron, Chiron is like the wounded healer. It's all about healing. Okay, so there could be something going on for some of you where there's a coming together of responsibilities and healing. Okay, like maybe I don't know, you come to terms with some responsibilities that you have or you used to have or you're going to have, and you bring some healing around that or some forgiveness or whatever it may be. But again, that's just an example. Okay. And then the last thing I want to say real quick, we already talked about the full moon in Capricorn on June 24th. And the last one is Neptune goes into retrograde on June 25th. Okay, so again, it's going backwards. You could have already started to feel some of this energy before and the shadow of it. Okay, so what does Neptune rule? Neptune rules Pisces, is the god of sea, right? It deals with underworld magic, enchantment, illusions, confusion, and then on that kind of side of Neptune, right? Because it's not all bad or all good. The more, thing I would pay attention to is like alcohol and drugs during any Neptunian themes, because it can be like you just feel it stronger. Okay, but since Neptune is going in retrograde, it could be again that there's some issues with these themes that you need to go back over, or you're going to be feeling less of that power of when it's normally direct. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you have a low tolerance with alcohol or something, and then when it's opposite, right, then you would have a high tolerance or whatever it may be. It doesn't have to just be like, again, about like drugs and alcohol. It could be just things that are confusing or illusions, that kind of thing, the magic side, the underworld. I think one of the other examples I used the other day was when we're talking about Pisces. Pisces is the moon card in tarot. You're not seeing everything clearly, okay? And Neptunian, like if it was direct, when it's all the way, you would see like a coat hanger at night and a coat, and when all the lights are off, you think it's a person or a monster or whatever. You think it's something weird. But then when you turn the lights on, you're like, oh, okay, it's just a coat hanger. It's just the coat, right? So that kind of thing. But again, Neptune is going in retrograde, so it could be that these themes are, you're feeling them less in power, or it just means you need to go back over something that used to confuse you, or old illusions, or something with magic, something with drugs, alcohol, something like that. Okay, also it's really creative energy, and when Neptune is direct, you usually have really powerful dreams, or you can. Okay, so maybe there's something there you just need to pay attention to. So anyway, I'm not an astrologer. I just kind of think it might be interesting to point some of these things out. Okay, I do have, I think, one or two listed in my description box down below if you want to check out somebody who's like more advanced into that, or you can just look it up online on your own. So anyway, Cancer, let's get into your reading here. Let's see. So yeah, we're going to do a quick little sound bell for some general healing and grounding for the reading. So if you want to, you can take a deep breath in and out, or you can just listen to. Okay, Cancer, let's get into it here for you. And I hope everyone is doing well too, day or night, whenever you see this. And if you're new, welcome. And if you're coming back, welcome back, of course. So we're going to start with your 6 main cards here and then go into your tarot confirmation and what was on the top and the bottom of each deck here. Okay, so let's set your timer. So Cancer, you have King of Cups in reverse, 4 of Staves or 4 of Wands upright, Temperance upright, 7 of Staves or 7 of Wands upright, 7 of Cups upright, and 2 of Sacred Circles or 2 of Pentacles upright. Okay, so real quickly, this first row is energy starting around June 15th. It can be a little bit before, a little bit after. It's not exact, right? Going through that week and that weekend. And then the last row here is the last week and weekend or so of June. Okay, so Cancer. This energy with the King of Cups in the reverse, there could be, this can be energy from the recent past or still kind of lingering around where there's something that's not making you happy or you're not emotionally content, emotionally fulfilled about something. You could also have been feeling not a lot of support around you in some way, with something, with somebody, whatever, right? And again, I would also say too, and I say this in all my readings, is that Cancer or whatever sign I'm currently on, or the energy of that sign that I'm on, is that if this is not you, this could be the person or people you're dealing with, an organization, or your general environment or situation. Okay, but yeah, there seems like there's something going on, and we'll get into in just a moment, because actually this is where my spirit guides want me to talk to you about what was on the top and the bottom of one of your decks here, okay, in unison with this King of Cups in the reverse. But let me show you the card here. I don't want to get too close. I'm having issues with this new camera. I'm going to be ordering a new one shortly, but hopefully you can still see. It seems like if I get too close or I move around in my chair too much, it doesn't work. So anyway, you can see this king is reversed, right? So when it's right side up, he's like got the throne behind his back. He's got his cup, which has emotional contentment, emotional fulfillment. His emotions are in control. Okay, he's happy, right? All of those things. So when it's in reverse, there could be some lingering feelings of unhappiness about something, or not feeling a lot of support around you. Okay, and now this is kind of where I want to show you what was on the top and the bottom of your Llewellyn deck. This is the yellow border cards, and the ones I use for your confirmation cards. But anyway, so what was on the top is the 6 of Swords upright, and what was on the bottom was the Moon in reverse. Okay, and anytime we talk about what's on the top and the bottom, it's energy from the recent past or kind of still lingering around, and also why certain cards may have come up for you this reading. Okay, so with the 6 of Swords upright, this has movement in it because they're on a boat, right? There's 3 people on a boat. 2 people are in front, right, looking at all these swords going down. I'll show it to you in just a moment. And then a man behind them steering the ship. Okay, so they're in the boat, they're on the water, moving forward, but the swords are still down. So there's like some type of past energy, Capricorn, where something was possibly stressing you out, having you overthink, right? Be stuck in your head, having anxiety, worry, staying up late at nights about these worries, okay? Or even just a feeling of being exhausted, like lower vibrational energies too, okay? But also with the 6 of Swords card, let me show you as well. Yeah, hopefully you can see that ship there. There's a feeling of some type of like betrayal or not trusting this person that's steering the ship because they have their back towards him, right? So there could be some feelings of betrayal in some way, or not trusting the process of that there is some type of movement in the recent past here, Cancer. Okay, but with all of that being said, you do also have the Moon card in reverse, and that's how, oh no, okay, I think it's when I move too much. I'm going to try to stay still. When you have the Moon card in the reverse position here, Cancer, that's how you want to see that card, okay? that represents coming out of illusions. We were talking about that earlier in the beginning of this video with Neptune, right? Because Neptune rules Pisces, okay, and is the moon card, right? So you're going to be able to turn the light on and see that it's the coat rack, okay, and not something else, that your eyes are playing tricks on you, and you're getting more wisdom about something, and you're starting to get control over your emotions. Okay, so this is energy from the recent past again, and this is kind of why the King of Cups was in the reverse for you as the first card here. All right, so that's just kind of why it's there. Okay, it's just basically saying you are coming out of illusions, you're starting to slowly move forward, get control of your emotions, but there could still be a lingering feeling of some type of betrayal or something stressing you out, anxiety, worry, and this is making you feel not all the way happy or supported. Okay, but let's go forward, because you do have some really awesome cards coming up as well, Cancer, so do not worry. Okay. All right, so your second card here is the Four of Staves in the upright position, or Four of Wands, right? And so this is a nice energy talking about possible celebrations in the future, or a celebratory energy to it. In this card, there is, it's an Egyptian scene, and so there are two people looking at each other and they're talking, and there's like fruit and wine on this table, also in the scene. Okay, so this talks about if it's not some type of celebration, or even this is also can be like a marriage card, right? Or marriage energy, or a union energy, because sometimes when you see this card in other decks, there is that building for the future, and like two energies coming together for some type of union, right? It doesn't have to be romantic, it can be a work partnership, friends, family, whatever. Okay, but the main feeling I get from this deck, from this card in this deck, is that it's like being comfortable with somebody, and being able to be like vulnerable in some type of communication or conversation. Okay, so that could also be happening for you as well, more like midweek of that June 15th week. All right, but really nice energy. Okay, moving forward, especially after all the stuff we talked about earlier. Okay, and then your third card here is the Temperance card upright. Oh, yes. Let's see. We have in your reading, just a shout out in case some people want to know, we have Sagittarius energy, we have Scorpio energy, we have Virgo energy. All right. So it could mean something for some of you that you're dealing with somebody with those, with that sign, or they have a lot of that in their chart, or you do, but I just like to call it out sometimes. But you can always look into it more on your own too, right? But anyway, with this Temperance card here as your third card, Cancer, this is an energy of patience, of balance, okay, of balancing between the worlds, between the subconscious and conscious, between the 3D and the 5D. And you see that with this woman, 1 foot on land and 1 foot in the water. And then she's pouring water from each bowl into the other, right? So that's like that contemplation energy, and again, balancing the emotions, okay? And it just has this nice, like, healing energy of the water, right? So Cancer, you are a water sign. So I always, like to point that out too. So anyway, this could be, this energy here of this Temperance card for you, Cancer, could be like more towards that weekend, or the end of the week of the 15th. All right, but regardless of when it happens, because it's not exact, it's some really nice energy for you here. Okay, and then when I said that the water is healing, right, for everybody, because it's a conduit, it amplifies like whatever emotion is kind of going on. This leads into really nicely into your fourth card here, because you have the Seven of Staves, or Seven of Wands, in the right side up position. And so the camera's a little fuzzy, but hopefully it'll come back in a minute. You can generally see me. I probably look better when it's a little fuzzy anyway. Hopefully it'll come back. Sometimes it focuses on my rings, but anyway, back to your card here, Cancer, because it's not super important. The Seven of Wands or Seven of Staves in this deck is about some type of like initiation energy. You know, being able to bring also experiences from your past into the future and having that really guide you forward. Okay. And so you, in this deck, in this card, there we go, at least to focus on the card, you see this small person at this altar, and they're praying to these Egyptian gods here. Okay. And they have their palms upwards and they're ready to receive. Okay, so that is a very nice energy for you. And I feel like you couldn't have gotten there, Cancer, if you didn't slow down and have some patience about something, or, you know, have that healing water aspect, and have the balancing between the different worlds and within yourself and with others. And so that's a really beautiful energy that even goes into that last week here of June, possibly with the Seven of Staves upright. Now, even though, you know, you are doing some type of possible spiritual initiation or something, or you're bringing lessons from the past, spiritual lessons from the past into the future here, Cancer, with your fifth card, you have the Seven of Cups upright. So this talks about having a lot of options. It can be a little bit of window shopping for the soul, right? Also like dark night of the soul energy, but it doesn't last forever. And it could also just be something from the past that was not all the way healed or finished or something. Okay. But, you know, with this energy, it's like, I would say it's an observation card, not necessarily an action card. Okay. So you're still trying to figure out, you know, which cup do you want to take, right? There's different things in every cup here. It's really about finding yourself too with the dark night of the soul energy. Like, what do I want in life? What does this mean to me? What makes me happy? All those things. Okay. But again, not like a bad card to have. Okay. But, you know, I can tell or see already, Cancer, with your last card here in the main six, which is the Two of Sacred Circles or Two of Pentacles upright, is that you do come in out of that observation mode and into some type of action here. And you're really doing it the right way, because again, you're bringing these spiritual lessons from the past, and you're getting your emotions in control, and you're trying to have open communication with yourself and with others with the Four of Staves, the Four of Wands upright, and you want to be open and relaxed and like receptive to whatever this is. Okay, so then with the Two of Sacred Circles or Two of Pentacles upright, this is a balancing energy. This is like a prioritizing energy, juggling, you know, different things in life, like whether, you know, I mean, we all have jobs and bills and all of that, but it's trying to find a way to like make it through the storm. Okay, so sometimes when you see this card in other decks, there's a person or this like fox, half person, half fox, and they're balancing two pentacles while they're standing on one foot on this dock, and there's like a stormy sea in the background, and the ships are rocking back and forth. So it's like that juggling energy, right? Trying to find your footing. But here, the way they show it in this deck is really interesting. It's with the Native American you know, symbolism imagery here. I forgot to say earlier, if you've seen me before, you kind of already know, but in this deck they show Egyptian, Celtic, Native American, there's even Japanese cards, so it's like all different cultures anyway. But yeah, so this Native American figure is actually calling to this bear spirit, right? And so they're asking the bear spirit for courage, right? And for that power to keep being able to juggle things in the right balance. Okay, that goes back to the Temperance card, right? The balance, the juggling. And so they're also asking the bear to help them be a better planner, to plan for the winter as well. But really nice energy regardless here, Capricorn. I mean, sorry, I said Capricorn. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. I don't know why I said that. Sorry, Cancer. But yeah, really nice energy. So with that being said, let's get into your confirmation tarot cards. But actually, one more moment, I forgot to talk about what was on the top and the bottom of the main six deck here, which is the Ancestral Path Tarot. All the info is in my description box if you're interested. Okay, but anyway, this is again, anything that's on the top and the bottom is energy from the recent past, why certain cards have maybe come out and still energy still lingering around a little bit. Excuse me, so sorry, 1 second. But you have the Death card, which is on the top. The Death card is right side up and the Hermit is right side up. And this is really beautiful because it's saying in the recent past you might have started some kind of new beginning somewhere or rebirth of something, and then you also went within, right? And we kind of already know that because you wouldn't be able to bring these lessons again from the past, spiritual lessons from the past with the Seven of Staves, if you didn't go within like the Hermit and find your own light and find those answers that you were looking for. And also you possibly wouldn't have been able to go through whatever this transformation is, or change or rebirth with the Death card in the right side up position, okay, if you didn't go within. Okay, so it's very complementary energy here. And it is also too, if you look at it with the Temperance card, just to go back for a second, this is like the Death card could be the changes going on in your physical world, right? And then the Hermit card could be the changes going on in the spiritual mental world. Okay, and again, the balancing between the two with the Temperance card. So again, just really nice energy from the past. Okay, but now let's confirm your cards here. So you have King of Wands in reverse, Nine of Pentacles upright, and Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this King of Wands in reverse is confirming your first card, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Staves upright. So this is energy from the past, again, recent past. And it's talking about, sorry guys, Hermes. No, leave Nefertiti alone. Sorry, my dog is chasing my cat right now. Just chill out, all right? So yeah, with the King of Wands in reverse, this is an energy of, not feeling super abundant, not feeling a lot of support around you in some way, or could just be some general like static energy from the past here. All right, with the King of Wands in reverse. And, he's confirming the other King in reverse, the King of Cups, right? So obviously, like the card we started your reading off with, if you're not if you're not emotionally content or happy with something, of course you're not going to feel all the support that you want, whether it's from even your own self or other people or both or one or the other, right? But that also could go back to not feeling abundant, having this stagnant energy, and also a little bit of not being able to adapt to something. Yes, right on the bell, Cancer. Because with the King of Wands energy from the recent past, this is okay, maybe from the recent past you weren't able to adapt to something, because there's a salamander, or what is the other one? Chameleon, right? So the salamander, I don't think he changes his colors, but I know the chameleon does. It's really small on the bottom of the card here. Okay, so it could be a message for some of you guys, but it is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? But there could have been something that you had a hard time adapting to that, made all of these changes that you wanted to happen go a little bit slower. And it kind of goes back to, again, also what was on the top and the bottom of your deck that we already talked about, the Six of Swords upright and the Moon card in the reverse position with that King of Wands. So if you did have a hard time adapting to something, to your environment, to different people, to this change that was going on, it could be because you were coming out of illusions. You were still doing that, but you were still having a hard time trusting. And then, there was still something bothering you with the anxiety, worry type thing. Okay. But I always, not always, but I, I like to think that when things happen that are uncomfortable or not pleasant, right? If we can use that energy as fuel or as a catalyst to move forward, then that's great. Okay. However long it takes us to get there, right? Because everybody's on a different timeline. But yeah, we can see that with the King of Wands in reverse confirming the Seven of Staves or the Seven of Wands, that that energy was a catalyst for you and you took it as a spiritual lesson. Like, yes, I remember what it feels like to be in stagnant energy, or I remember what it feels like to not be adaptive to different people, environments, situations, or change in general. Or I remember, yeah, all of those things. And so I'm going to take that forward with me and apply it to what's going on now. So that's beautiful, Cancer. Okay. And then your second confirmation card is the Nine of Pentacles upright, and it's confirming the Four of Staves upright and the Seven of Cups upright. Sorry, my nose is driving me crazy. Allergies. And also, I think when I get like psychic messages, it makes my nose itch too. Side note, I don't know if I've said that before, but it definitely does. Anyway, so here, Cancer, the Nine of Pentacles upright is this beautiful energy of having all the tools that you need, right? Being more in your abundance, whatever abundance means for you. Abundance is whatever you currently want to manifest in your life, right? So it's not just money, okay? But here with the Nine of Pentacles too, she has this little tiny falcon on her arm, if it will focus. But anyway, it has the shades on the bird, right? So then when they take the shades off, it goes after whatever they've trained it to get, right? And so that represents that skill, determination, and focus, energy. And also there's a lot of passion in this card and creativity, and again, support, because she has this little scribe guy behind her that's taking notes for her, whatever she needs, right? And so this energy, when it's confirming the Four of Staves upright or Four of Wands upright, is basically saying that the more that you're able to get your skill, determination, and focus and your abundance and feeling support around you, the more that you're able to do that, Cancer, then you come into this energy of the Four of Staves, of being able to celebrate something, okay, being more relaxed with others and your communication relaxed with others, and maybe even some type of union situation, whether it's with a romantic partner, with a work partner, with friends or family, or even different parts of union of different parts of yourself coming together, like whatever it is, okay? So really nice though. Now, when this Nine of Pentacles upright is also confirming the Seven of Cups upright, yeah, once you decide, Cancer, what it is you want, you're going to take that cup real fast. You're going to pick out what you want real fast, okay? You're going to come out of that dark night energy of the soul, of window shopping for the soul, of having too many options and not sure what to do. And so as soon as you remember that you do have support around you, that you do have abundance around you, that you are creative, that you are passionate, that you do have the skill and determination to make good decisions or changes or whatever, then you can come into even more of that energy of the Nine of Pentacles here, okay? And then your last confirmation card is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is a little bit of some stagnant energy. And again, this can be, sorry, there's like a hair or incense or something on the card. It's like dog hair, my hair, everything. But anyway, it's a little bit of stagnant energy here. And it's, oh my gosh, sorry. It can be like also feeling, was the not creative about something, or having a hard time planting the seeds for something that's supposed to grow in the future, right? Or not trusting. It could also be not trusting in the gifts from the divine, that you will be given gifts, or trust your own gifts or something like that, okay? With the Ace of Wands in reverse here is your last confirmation card, okay? And when this energy comes in, again, I feel like it is just more of like a catalyst or fuel to what cards we already have out for you here, what we've seen so far, right? Because it's confirming the Temperance card upright and the Two of Sacred Circles or Two of Pentacles upright. So yeah, I mean, I feel like the more that you're patient, right? If you stay in the energy, Cancer, of the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's like, why am I not feeling creative enough? Why am I not getting the gifts from the universe? Why am I not trusting my gifts? Why am I not moving forward? Why? If you stay in that energy, then that's what you're going to create, and that's what you're going to bring towards you, right? That's what I always say. I can't remember the word. There's like some kind of Arabic word that talks about, maybe it's the Arabic word for talking or for spells, but it basically says whatever comes out of your mouth, right? That is what you're going to bring and manifest in your life. Okay, so that's always a good reminder for everybody. But I was just saying, if you stay in that energy, Cancer, of questioning these things, about questioning the timing, about being impatient with something, then you're not going to be able to reverse the Ace of Wands to the right side up position. So it's saying, again, with this Temperance card, to be patient, to give things time, to trust in the divine timing of things and in yourself, and trust in your own gifts, okay? And get your emotions together, and just know that things ebb and flow and change, but it will, it will come around. So trust. It's also like a trusting energy. Okay, and then with this Ace of Wands in reverse is confirming the Two of Sacred Circles or Two of Pentacles upright, is basically saying, yeah, you're balancing things, right? You're prioritizing things. You're trying to get grounded and still juggle all the realities of life, right? And you're calling to the Bear Spirit for courage and power, and for planting things for the future, for the hibernation, for the winter, right? So the more that you focus on being comfortable with asking for help, right? Whether it's from a person or a spirit guide or whatever, or both. Okay, asking for help, but also just trusting in the divine that it will bring these gifts for you, or enhance your gifts, or bring just more abundance, whatever you're trying to manifest. Okay. All right. So with that being said, Cancer, let's get your quick oracle cards before you go here. I think you have 2 love cards. Yes, you do. I think Gemini had 2 yesterday too. So that's interesting and nice. All right. Anyway, your first oracle card is the Blue Flame, and it says spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. And there's this beautiful blue, it looks like a flame, right? The blue flame. And it looks like almost like a person inside the flame, and it's in this doorway, this kind of, I can't even think of the word, archaeological doorway, or like this pretty stone doorway, whatever you want to call it, okay? But that may be a message for some of you guys at this time. And I did look up and have it ready here for you. Just a little, 2-sentence thing that goes with the card here. All right, oops. I don't want to get too close and mess everything up, but I'll just hold it here. Okay. So anyway, it says, place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following, or say the following, because I'm not going to whisper to it, you guys. It says, I allow myself to surrender to the awakening process that's right for me. I take things slowly and integrate my experience each and every day. Okay. So yeah, that's the Rebecca Campbell deck. But yeah, I feel like this card definitely goes with the Temperance card we were talking about earlier, to take things slowly, to trust in the divine timing, all those things we were talking about before. Okay. And then your next oracle card, love message, is so sorry, excuse me. The first one is whether you're watching for romantic reasons, or there's also, right, platonic love, friends, family, and then there's also self-love. So you can always take a love message regardless, right? But anyway, it says getting to know each other, As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. All right. So that's very nice. And maybe a message for some of you guys during this time, right? Deepen the bond with a romantic partner, with friends or family, with yourself, or all, or one, or whatever. But nice message. And then your second love oracle message is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. Well, you can say the same thing, right, about your life in general, right? We're not products of our environment because you learn after you leave your environment, your home, and grow up and become an adult and all those things. But some of the things that we learned when we were little or religious upbringing can definitely influence how we accept love or receive love or look for love, right? But yeah, just a little message there. So take it how it resonates. Oh, and then your last one, I almost forgot, is the tortoise. It's a little cute guy here, or girl, whatever. It's an animal. And it says, you're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. All right. And again, this is like that energy of, I didn't even realize this before, the energy of temperance, right? The tortoise wins the race, slowing down, right? Grounding yourself. So I didn't even see that before when I was, shuffling your cards off screen before. Oops, actually, let me do it this way. But there you go, Cancer. All right, so maybe a message for you during this time period. But yeah, that is your reading. So I don't know if you guys can hear, as a side note, my cat loves to eat boxes and she spits it out. So she's in the background. I wonder if I can move the camera to show you guys. It's so funny. She chews up all these mailing boxes and spits it out all over the floor. And then I have to like sweep up several times a day little pieces of cardboard. And you're really loud, Nefertiti. Side note, guys. But yeah, so all these cards, right? I'm going to take a picture after I get off here in just a moment. Just one picture of all the cards. If you want to take a look at it at any time, it will be on my Facebook page. So you can just follow the directions in the description box below. But yeah, I think that's it. Oh yes, I also want to say thank you to everybody that helped me get to 100 subscribers the other day. As my ring gets stuck in my hair. But I really appreciate all of that, and I hope to start doing more free mini readings. I also want to, I probably won't do it until after Mercury goes direct. Maybe I want to do some different types of readings. So I also wanted to say, if anyone has like requests for certain types of readings they want, you can always comment under any of the videos and let me know, like, I want career, I want just love readings, I want this, I want that, whatever. I'm open to suggestions, okay? But if you haven't subscribed yet and you like this video and you want to, it is free. You just click on the bell icon on the bottom right and make sure it's blue. It just lets you know, it notifies you when I put out new videos. Like stumbling over my words here. But yeah, I think that's it. So thank you guys so much. And I really want to show you my cat though before you go. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this without, because she, Nefertiti, are you a Cancer? Huh? Oh, you? You guys see? Okay, there's Nefertiti. Where's your box? Huh? You want to show everybody what you did? Can you guys see? I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you did that. Where are you? Where are you? You want to show everybody? Huh? Nefertiti? You running away from your box? Oh, there you are. Huh? Huh? What are you doing? You say bye? Say bye? Oh, there you are. Here. Say bye to everybody. Nefertiti. Look at the camera. Look right here. Oh, look right here. Nefertiti. Say bye, Cancer. All right, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye.